But government is equally committed to ensuring that we have a very good civil registration system in the country. And between the births and deaths registry and the National Identification Authority, we're trying to harmonize some of the activities so that we can improve on the civil and birth registration system. Births and deaths registry coverage currently is very low, but we want to put in some mechanisms that would encourage people, or either compel or encourage them to register their births. So, but we're trying to bring them together so that they can coordinate the activities relating to civil registration.
In fact, that's one of the things, Anthony, that we're very keen to ensure in all the countries that we work, that we understand that it's very difficult to move that coverage that you talked about very far, very quickly. But it is very important that we can try to instill and encourage a dialogue between the main parts of government responsible for this activity. And also, as we saw today, some fantastic examples of people motivating the public. This, in this case, was mothers with babies, about registering the babies, having a very good story to tell about the individual and the public health benefits of doing that. So these are, for us, as gratifying stories as if you were to tell us, or in the Ghana Statistical Service, we've introduced these new IT reforms and they've led to this big doubling or tripling or quadrupling in the numbers. That's important, but that will come.
Yeah.
Very pleasing for us for our position at the University of Melbourne, see how Ghana is taking this very seriously, and in particular this level of cooperation. We shouldn't take it for granted. It's not easy, is it?
It's not. It's not easy.
No.
We have this data capture. They are capturing the backlog of registration. We want to sort of move all the analog data into digital. And that is what we are helping them to do under that project. And we're hoping that under the second phase of the project, we'll be able to help them to transform completely, so we don't have this paper kind of registration anymore.
Apart from helping them to capture the electronic, convert the hard copies into electronic, then we also provided pickups, vehicles.
This mobile information vans for the community register that,
yes. And then also the community population register. We are being supported to set up registers in communities, selected communities for now, because we can't go nationwide. So some communities have been selected, and volunteers have been trained in those communities how to do registrations. So these about 2 months back in the Western region, about 30 communities were trained and were given registers, so that when births occur in the community, they register. When deaths occur, they enter these things in these registers. And then fortnightly, the district officer faces the community, meets with these volunteers who are doing this work, enters this registration, gives the certificates to them, and they go to the houses. Before they did that in the community, they have actually listed all structures in the community, total enumeration of everybody in the community, so that no house is missed out. So because they live there, they know the people. So when the events occur, they just go there and update their records. So this, as part of the plan.
One thing to look for in that evaluation, because Tanzania is doing the same thing, the local government is putting community registers in, the community manages the same inventory of structures and people. All the births are supposed to be added to the register. The problem is that nobody is ever removed from the register when they die. So you have this accumulating population register, which no one exits. So that's the tricky part, is to make it a true population register, you have to allow for exit. And other it just keeps growing and growing.
Yeah.
Not a single person ever died in these communities and then entered in the register.
You know, Ghana hasn't got a population register. We don't have a population register. Okay, we are just registering people into the national database. But unlike, for example, South Africa has a population register, national population register, where you have the indigenes. They are in that register. Okay. But we don't have a a population register. I think most countries in West Africa and the rest don't have, let's see, population register, national population register. All they have is the normal registration that are done, database, people whose births have been recorded in the country and whose deaths have been recorded, but not specifically for indigenous. This is a population register for Ghanaians and then for everybody else. That's the difference.
Alongside the National Strategy for the Development of Statistics, we also developed a strategic plan, the CRVS, which we've submitted again to the Ministry of Finance for consideration and submission. So Parliament will have to look at the benefits and others and see which components can be funded. That is also with the Ministry.
And what are some of the key elements of that strategic plan?
Well, we're looking at all the institutions that are involved in providing services. We take births and deaths, we take the marriage registration, and then the other one, health, and a few others. So what we're trying to do is to see how we can bring the activities together through this collaboration that I spoke about. For health, we've been working with them a lot on many of the programs that they're implementing, because we help them to collect data to be able to monitor the impact and progress of the implementation of those programs.
Does the Statistics Service do any analysis of the birth and death data, cause of death data in your regular bulletins, or is there any? I know there are problems with the data, there always are, but do you ever try to do anything with them?
Yes, we tried it. We have a section that is responsible for that. We have the social and demographic statistics directorate, which has different sections. But they've been picking some data from the births and deaths registry. But the recent data that we collected, there were some inconsistencies. You need to be very careful what to put out there to the public domain. In terms of cause of death, we did this maternal health survey last year. In fact, it's the second in the series. The first one was done in 2007. And 10 years down the line, the ministry wanted to evaluate the impact of programs on the. So we had a component, and the data is currently being analyzed.
And the trainer, I should say, was very, very useful, because then they begin to see the gaps, the data that they are capturing, how not to do certain things. Because like my boss said, we went for their data and it was just too difficult to comprehend and come out with particular reports. In fact, there was a lot of cleaning and recleaning, but it has actually delayed this publication we are trying to come out with. So with this training coming on, it is actually opening their eyes to a whole lot of things that no, we have to look at things in a more different manner. And I guess that next time we'll go to get data to do analysis, it will be easier for us. And for them themselves, they are also going to be able to put their information together. So it has been very, very useful. Very.